हेलो गाइस। मैं अभी कर रहा हूँ, ये एक बुक है। आप लोगों को सारा उल्टा दिख रहा है। ये मुझे करना होगा अब इसको सीधा। आपको दिखा रहा हूँ। टन टन। ये एक बुक है और मैं करने वाला हूँ इस बुक का रीडिंग। ठीक है, मैं इस बुक का रीडिंग करने वाला हूँ। आपको दिख रहा होगा ये बुक। ठीक है, तो हम लोग स्टार्ट करेंगे फर्स्ट चैप्टर से। देखते कहाँ तक पहुँच पाते हैं, बट फिर भी ट्राई करेंगे कि एटलीस्ट फर्स्ट चैप्टर तो कंप्लीट कर ही दें। ठीक है, आई थिंक यही है फर्स्ट चैप्टर। यार इसमें चैप्टर्स लिखे ही नहीं हैं, ये ऐसे ऐसे टॉपिक्स ही बना कर रखा है। ठीक है, तो हम लोग का फर्स्ट जो चैप्टर है, या फिर आगे टॉपिक्स पूरा में टॉपिक्स ही हैं, टॉपिक्स हैं। तो हम लोगों का जो फर्स्ट चैप्टर है वो हम लोग पढ़ने जा रहे हैं। मैं नॉर्मली रीड करूँगा, आप लोग ट्राई करना समझने को। ठीक है, अ न्यू बिगिनिंग इन अनसर्टेन टाइम्स। ठीक है, इट वॉज अ रेनी डे इन गोवा. I sat on my balcony, taking in the pouring rain. The air was heavy. The air was heavy with petrichor, and a strange sense of calm enveloped, enveloped me. I lit a cigarette. The glowing tip of it stood out against the grey backdrop like a small, warm orange ember. The rain had a the rain had a way of washing everything clean, but today it only seems to stir up what I did what I did tried to bury. Suddenly I felt a vibration in my pocket. This vibration is there, सच में मतलब ये रिलेटेबल है. Suddenly I felt a vibration in my pocket. I thought to myself that it would be just another college related message, but sometimes something in my heart told me to check the notification. यार ये मेरे साथ बहुत बार हो रखा है कि मैं सोचता हूँ कि यार ये नॉर्मल सा मैसेज होगा, बट अंदर से इंटेंस फीलिंग आती है कि एक बार देख लेता है ना, एक बार देख ले भाई, कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट सा ऐसा, और होता भी है. एंड देयर इट वॉज. माई हार्ट स्किप्ड अ बीट एज आई रीड द मैसेज. और मैसेज में क्या था? कैन वी बी स्ट्रेंजर अगेन, जिस बुक का नेम है. ठीक है, अब देखो ये मैसेज में क्या है. कैन वी बी स्ट्रेंजर अगेन. आई फेल्ट अ फैमिलियर एची लाइक एन ओल्ड वाउंड reopening. I let I let out a deep sigh, trying to push the phone back into my pocket just like the old memories, and engulfed myself in thoughts of my past filled with extreme emotions of ecstasy and doubt. Every detail from my past, the low, the highs, reminded me of her, the girl who touched my heart so deeply. Her presence was a mix of happiness and heartache. Heartache होता है जो दर्द होता है ना, दिल में दर्द होता है, लोग कहते हैं कि दिल दर्द कर रहा है ऐसा, तो उसे heartache कहते हैं. And even thoughts, it left a scar. It was beautiful in its own painful way. She helped shape the person I am today. I thought, feeling a strange blend of nostalgia and longing. The rain thundered steadily, like a familiar rhythm, panning the quiet echoes of my memories. I smiled a little, feeling how we would laugh at the simplest of things and how she would make the darkest day bearable. But as quickly as that, the sadness stepped back in. Sadness stepped back in, and with it, the memory of the day when everything and change, everything had changed, came rushing back. The day I learned that some memories leave a scar that never faded fades. It all started in 2020, a year that seems to set the stage for so many changes and new chapter in my life. Something I didn't know back then. I had no idea then that it would change everything and shape me in ways shape me in ways I never imagined. I never imagined. Now in 2024, I see how those moments from 2020 laid the groundwork for everything. Let's take a trip back to 2020, where it all started. It was the year I was excited to attend Christ University, one of the top commerce college in India. After all, I imagined entering this pulsating campus full of new people I would have been friends with. But then God had other plans. COVID arrived and changed everything. The pandemic meant I was part of the batch, which COVID batch. आपको बता दूं कि मैं अभी कैन वी बी स्ट्रेंजर जो बुक है वो पढ़ रहा हूँ, ठीक है. द पेंडेमिक मीन्ट आई वॉज पार्ट ऑफ कोविड बैच विच also meant starting college from my room. On the first day, I sat at my desk waiting for my online class to start. It wasn't exactly the college experience I had imagined. No crowded lecture hall, no excited chatters, just me and a screen filled with tiny faces. It felt it felt strange and a bit lonely. इसमें यार कोविड का जो टाइम था वो बहुत ही बुरा था. बट जो भी था ठीक था. कुछ सिखाया, बहुत कुछ छूटा. बट खैर वो सब चीज़ ओपन नहीं करता. I felt strange and a bit lonely while I was to the classroom energy. The classroom came to my home in the online mode, and then doomed my chances of meeting new peoples. Now I had to make friends through this new medium and new medium and even learn through it, which was a new and challenging task. The break the To break the ice, the college started a WhatsApp. To break the ice, college started a WhatsApp group for all the new students. I watched as group up with random numbers and introducing Akinchan, a guy from Ghaziabad, took the initiative to start a conversation. Hey everyone, ही टाइप्ड हे एवरीवन, मतलब उसने लिखा कि हे एवरीवन, हे एवरीवन, he typed introducing himself. His enthusiasm made a difference and slowly the group started warming up, but not everyone was responsive. Some people simply read the message but didn't reply. Even though it was a slow start, I held on to the hope that once everything was back to normal again, we would all finally have the chance to connect in person. I wanted to meet everyone, build real connection, even if it took time. ये बोल रहा है कि मतलब मैं चाहता हूँ कि सब लोगों से रियल में मिलूँ और कनेक्शन बनाऊँ। तो गाइस हम लोगों ने पहले चैप्टर को मैंने हम लोगों ने बखूबी ख़त्म कर चुके हैं हम लोग। अब दूसरे चैप्टर की तरफ बढ़ते हुए, और हम लोग थोड़ी सी भी देर नहीं करेंगे इस चैप्टर को ख़त्म करने में। सडनली एकदम कपल ऑफ मिनट्स तो नहीं कहूँगा, बट मतलब ट्राई करेंगे जितना जल्दी ख़त्म हो सके, ठीक है। सेकंड चैप्टर है द स्पिरिट ऑफ क्राइस्ट यूनिवर्सिटी। इवन थ्रू फाइंडिंग दैट न्यू रूटीन वॉज ऑफ टास्क, I was far more nervous about starting a new journey. A Christ, the virtue setting was quite new but felt really special as we introduced ourselves yet again. As, a, as I logged in and faces began to pop up on the screen, we were greeted by Dr. F.R. Joshi, P. George, the university director. His presence, a blend of warmth and authority, stood out amidst the work, the usual WebEx monotony. With a warm smile and rich, husky voice, with a warm smile and rich, husky voice, he said, Good morning, Christite." His greeting carried a deep sense of pride and belongings. I knew, I know this year is different, but once a Christite, always a Christite. The spirit of Christ is in our blood. Eventually, Eventually, we came to know of the Christ anthem. The anthem with its string, string, stirring lyrics and powerful melody prominently prominently featured the call March on Christites. Guys, like, share and subscribe. मैं अभी पढ़ रहा हूँ द कैन वी बी स्ट्रेंजर अगेन। ये एक बुक है जो कि सृजित सांदिल्या जी ने लिखा है, तो मैंने इसे मंगाया है पढ़ने के लिए। तो पहले चैप्टर कंप्लीट कर लिया है मैंने। लाइव सेशन को मैं पब्लिक कर दूंगा, आप सुनना इस चैप्टर को, ठीक है। इवेंचुअली वी कैम टू नो द क्रिस्ट एंथम, द एंथम विथ इट्स stirring lyrics and powerful melody prominently featured the call March on Christite. Even sitting back at home, the lyrics gave us goosebumps. The anthem was a reminder of our united identity, stirring a deep sense of pride and connection. As we gradually fell in love with the university's tradition, it became clear that being a Christian was more than just attending college. It was making you alma mater a matter a part of you, no matter where you were. how things changes. Second chapter is done is done. Now this is third chapter, which name is the first class and the unexpected task. फर्स्ट क्लास, तो गाइस ये थर्ड चैप्टर है. हम लोग दो चैप्टर कंप्लीट कर लिए. थर्ड चैप्टर, द फर्स्ट क्लास एंड द अनएक्सपेक्टेड टास्क. एज आई लॉग्ड इन वेबएक्स, a mix of nervousness and anticipation swirled swirled within me, and then she appeared on our screens. Manjari, ma'am. Good morning, students, she said with her warm voice. It literally felt like a hug for a second. Well, all I can say is that most of the boys in the class were already flattered. All right, let's get into today's problem, Manjari ma'am said, and she maneuvered through her slides. I groaned inwardly, but it was high time I faced my fear of mathematics. Mayur, sitting next to me in the virtual room, was also cleared clearly struggling. I don't get this at all, he typed in the chat. It is it just me? No, I am lost too, Akinchan replied. But let's hang in there. She supposed she supposed to be God. Just as we were getting wrapped up in the number, Manjari ma'am dropped a surprise. Just so you know, she mentioned casually, I am married and have a child. And married and have a child. The string of words fell upon her like rain on dry ground, waking us up from our daydreams. The room was silent, with a stunned sort of silence, and the elaborate fantasy we did built around her lay in ruins. It was sobering to think that the person we honored and admired so much had a full and happy life outside of our virtual classroom. But Manjari ma'am did not. But Manjari ma'am did not let us linger in shock for long. It left the mood. She said with a smile, we are going to have a fun project. I need you to collect photos of every student creating a college and post it on Instagram. The class with the most likes will win a prize. The change in energy was instant. The sounds cool. Saurav typed enthusiastically, let's go. Hell yeah. I quickly typed. Soon others joined in too. Great, I will send out the details soon. Manjari ma'am replied, looking forward to seeing your creative college. When we started planning to project, the disappointment just melted away. The task of making a photo collage became our own become our new focus, and the excitement of working together on something fun brought us closer. It was a chance to turn our day around and create something enjoyable out of it. This was not just a project, it was a way to bound and walk together. And as we walked on it, the mood lightened and sense of camaraderie grew stronger. गाइस, हम लोगों ने 3 चैप्टर हम लोगों ने कंप्लीट कर लिया है। हम लोगों ने कॉन्ग्रेचुलेसन गाइस, हम लोगों ने 3 चैप्टर कंप्लीट कर लिया है। तो हम लोग अब आज इतना ही रहने देते हैं, 3 चैप्टर तक ही, ठीक है। आज हम लोग 3 चैप्टर तक ही रहने देते हैं। नेक्स्ट जब मैं ये रीड करूँगा तो 3 चैप्टर के बाद रीड करूँगा, ठीक है। बाय बाय।